Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the vlog and welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, I was doing hard efforts at the end of my long ride. Today we're gonna talk about just that, how to approach your long ride, so stay tuned. So alright guys, we are at the top of, or at the peak of Manipis. I'm at the end of my 100k ish ride, so before I descend back to Minglanilla, we're just gonna have to find some replenishment, buko perhaps, like that. Boss, na lagi butong. Tama nang hindi chula tas butong ba. Hey guys, so we just finished descending Manipis and it's the 1st of October, the last quarter of year 2020. So I figured it's a good way to build the foundation for year 2021. Hopefully everything clears out. Everything will be okay by 2021, so races resume. As I've said, it's the last quarter of 2020, so it would be smart to lay a good foundation for next year. And so yeah, the reason why I wasn't filming and vlogging during the first part of this ride, it's because I wanted to put quality into my ride. As I've said, I'm trying to build a good foundation for next year, and I'm trying to be consistent with my riding again and with my training. And also I feel that this is a very important topic, so it would be best to sit down on a desk and talk to you about how to properly nail your long ride, how you should do it, how I like to do it. There are a few modifications that I'm doing to my long ride, and if you're interested, stick to the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and please do share and subscribe.
Romel Valmores, kanus aman taon taputs oy. Buton, sige ra kag ingon. Alright, so the long ride. I consider it the most important workout of the week. Typically do it on the weekends or whichever day we are most free, because it's a long ride, so it's gonna consume a lot of time. The length of your long ride will actually depend on what races you are preparing for. Typically, if you're doing like Olympic distance races for triathlon or races that last over around an hour, it will be just like an hour to 3 hours. And if you're focusing on half Ironman or Ironman, it will be longer, like 5 hours to even 8 hours of riding, depending on which time of the year or how far are you from the races. But in general, you will hit the long ride, or you will try to nail your long ride by riding on your zone 2 effort or your aerobic effort. So it's very important in nailing this specific pace and specific effort, specific heart rate or power, whichever data you're looking at, because it's important to hit zone 2 or your aerobic heart rate or your zone 2 power, because you are trying to teach your body to burn through fat. As soon as you go hard, or as soon as you go beyond your threshold, your heart rate is gonna rise and your body will switch to burning your sugar, which is not what you are trying to you're trying to do in your long ride. You are stressing the wrong energy system. You should be trying to teach your body to burn through fat. So basically that's the core of your long ride. You teach your body to burn through fat and you increase your endurance. So you're doing yourself a disservice if you're trying to go hard on your long ride. You're gonna bonk, you're gonna crash, and you're gonna feel really fatigued, and it will only decrease the quality of your long ride. So quit the mentality of like, if you're really tired on your long ride, then you've done a great job. That's not the way to do it. Remember, you're working out to be fast. You're not working out to be tired. So that's the long ride. So as I mentioned, your long ride should be aerobic. It should be done at a lower intensity than your race intensity. So here comes my first tip. Do your long ride fasted, or do part of it fasted. For me, I'd like to do my long ride the first few hours, a maximum of 3 hours fasted. So I teach my body to burn through my fats. My energy is coming from my fat stores, and my body is producing a slew of hormones that will help me adapt to my training more. As soon as you're feeding window comes, the trick is you have to eat carbohydrates in order to have a good quality towards the back end of your workout. And you can only eat as much. It's not advisable to eat a lot in the middle of your long ride because you're gonna just feel bloated towards the end. So what I suggest is you take one of these Vitargo. This is a pack. You can buy this in a kilo, or you can buy this in 1 kilo packs or a tub. But the point is, this is what they call fast fuel. These are carbohydrates that gets absorbed really fast and really well into your body. You don't have to eat a lot. You don't have to eat a whole plate of pasta. You just need one of this, and then you're good. Of course, if you want to eat real food, then that's fine. But the point is, you don't have to, and you don't have to eat a lot. You just need this one. It has electrolyte. It has readily absorbable carbohydrates. It's very helpful. So Vitargo electrolytes. And as we are on the topic of electrolytes, I have this Noon. I use this during my fasted part of the ride. Not this one though. This is Noon Rest. This is for resting. But my Noon tubes are actually lost. My daughter was playing with it earlier today. So the point is, this one has, if you can see, only 1 gram of sugar. 1 gram of sugar. So that's not gonna. It's not enough sugar that will trigger your insulin response. So it's okay to take these during your rides while being fasted, because during your fasted ride, or during the fasted state of your ride, you would be drinking water and you'd be hydrating, which you should be. But if you're only drinking water and you're sweating, you're losing a lot of minerals from your body. So it's important to keep those electrolytes in check. Use Noon. This one tab can dissolve into your bottle, and it will help you stay hydrated because you will retain on water more, and it will level out your minerals, your electrolytes, so you wouldn't feel as hungry. It really helps. You won't be dehydrated, and you're gonna keep your electrolytes in check. So definitely recommend this one. So hey guys, obviously it's a different set of clothing. This is actually 2 days after the long ride, and I'm trying to finish the video. But anyhow, this is the Noon hydration that I was talking about. This one has caffeine. Some of it does. Some variants doesn't have caffeine, but this is it. Noon Energy. It's the same. It has only 1 gram of carbohydrates, so it wouldn't affect, or it wouldn't trigger insulin response. So it's not gonna affect your fast during the fasted part of your ride. So another tip that I can give you is that don't let your ego get in the way of the ride. Meaning, if you're riding in a group ride and then the going just gets really fast, have faith and have trust in your training program, or in your training plan. If it's too fast, if your heart rate is skyrocketing already, if it's through the roof, let them go. It's not for you. What you're trying to achieve is zone 2 or aerobic workout. You're not trying to win this race, because it's not a race, it's a long ride, it's a training ride. So you should be racing on races, not on training. Certainly there are times wherein you really need to race the training, but the long ride is not a place to do it. Especially if the ride is really long, you're gonna end up bonking, and you're gonna end up regretting that you tried to let your ego get in the way. Especially if you are like me, who likes to ride with pure roadies. I usually ride with Elmer Navarro from Team Go for Gold, or Itok, or Alvin De La Torre, or mainly pure cyclists. So obviously they will be the stronger cyclists, especially on climbing. So just have faith in what you're doing. Stick to the numbers that you are targeting. Stick to your pace and ride within yourself. And you're gonna enjoy the ride a lot more. You're gonna get a lot from your workout. You're gonna get more adaptation. You're not gonna end up really tired and really fatigued, which is bad. And you will reap the benefits, and you will get faster on race day. So the last tip that I'm giving you guys for your long ride is that it's not actually all zone 2. Depending on which time of the year you're doing your long ride, especially when you're nearing your races, you should actually be doing a lot of zone 4 efforts in between those zone 2s, just to nail in those efforts and paces, just to get your body adjusted and adapted to your race pace. And as I've said, I like to do my long rides fasted in the beginning, but towards the end, I'm taking carbohydrates like this to get myself really fueled, to get myself fueled for the efforts later in the day. So I tend to do hill repeats or whatever, or like time trial specific sets, or like say for example my next race is very hilly or it's very windy, then I'm gonna try to emulate and I'm gonna try to replicate the race conditions, and I'm gonna try to replicate the pace and the power that I want to do on that day. So if you're nearing into your races and you feel like your fitness is already high up there, definitely put in some zone 4 or race pace efforts in between those zone 2 efforts in the long run. Generally it's still gonna be majorly zone 2, but I would suggest put in race efforts in between your workout. And that way your body will be more in tune into your race efforts, and the efforts will not feel new on race day, and therefore you will have the confidence that you can hold this pace, you can proceed with the bike leg and not suffer on the run leg, or in case you are, if in the case you are a pure cyclist, you will be confident that towards the later part of the race, and you'll have the legs to have that finishing kick, which by the way is what you should do. Which by the way, if you are a pure roadie watching this video, towards the end of your long ride you should be like trying to attack or trying to do some really hard efforts to replicate the race conditions. That being said, it's also nearing your race day, so you try to attack on a hill or try to sprint to a post. Considering you're doing it safely, then definitely try to replicate what you're gonna try to do on race day. And I hope you enjoy this video. Stay safe everyone. Happy training. Kingdom Coaching out.